The MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Market Fantasy. Get up to 1K in a deposit match with Market Fantasy with the promo code MLB SGPN. And welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's currently Monday, July 28th, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, Scott Reichel, once again joined by Adam Rosenberg. Together, we're going to break down our favorite props for the Monday card. No day games today, so you do have a lot of time to actually get your bets in if you are catching this late. So keep that in mind. No baseball today. First game, I think, is about 6:30 p.m. in the afternoon. But either way, Adam, how's it going with you? How's your weekend?
It's good. I thought we did worse yesterday than we did. It wasn't like great. I thought
you mean yesterday or last episode?
Yesterday. Oh, last episday we crushed.
Yeah, that's why I was
like
wondering.
In terms of other plays, people follow both of us for other stuff. Yeah, yesterday. I thought we had lost way more, but we did really well in the beginning of the day, and it was just because we didn't do well at the end of the day, is what it was. And then we closed strong because of our new branded Nimmo cap. Which we tested out and it passed. Our Nimmo, when Trump has good news, Nimmo likes good news, and so Nimmo it's a double.
He's Batter Kramer. That's basically what
he's Batter Kramer. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, there you go. Point is, though, pretty decent day for us yesterday, and we'll try to have an even better day here on Monday. You want to just get started, or you want to talk about something?
No, I scheduled my vasectomy.
Congratulations. How does that feel?
It's like an hour operation because they said my balls were too big. I'm not even kidding. So
I think that's a compliment.
I guess so. But anyway, it's in September. So I scheduled it around our shows so that it's on a Tuesday. So that I won't miss any shows.
Okay. Well, congratulations for getting that scheduled. I got something else scheduled, which was a passport photo. So that's going to take 4 to 6 weeks for me to actually get a new passport, which I guess I don't really need, but it's good to just get it out of the way. I haven't left the country in probably 5-6 years, but when it expires, why not? You might as well get it taken care of. So, yeah, I went to CVS, took my photo.
Is that where you saw your MoneyGram?
Yes, that is where I saw my MoneyGram. So, a throwback to the old gambling landscape and economy. If you know MoneyGram, you know MoneyGram. If not, then I don't know. You're just too young to understand this trouble.
Probably. But no, I see people jumping in the chat. It was a good weekend. Handigraphs is like killing it right now. A lot of people are jumping onto it. We tested out a goalie. We have a prototype for the goalie sheet, which is going to be coming.
Nice.
It'll be fun for hockey. And I trusting data on that is just that plus our brains is great.
Yeah, I see Philly saying I'm going to need my real ID or my passport soon anyway. That's true. However, when I got my initial driver's license, I was actually one of the first people to get the enhanced driver's license. So I actually don't need my passport to travel.
Was yours was it vertical?
It just has in golden backdrop, it just says enhanced. So I was one of the first people to get enhanced license. So now you need an enhanced license to travel. I already had that, so I really don't need my
wife
passport,
doesn't.
But
she never travels though.
Yeah, I don't travel internationally anyway. But the point is, I can travel domestically when I want, so that's not an issue either way. But I got it taken care of, which was nice. So I had a productive Sunday. So there you go. Also swept my tennis podcast, which was pretty nice.
I did see that, and then I was like, I'm like, you got to tell me these things.
What an absolutely wild final between Dimenauer and Fakina. But
yeah, we got to get back on it. You and I haven't been collabing together for the last few days. It's not like anything personal. We've just been on different planes. But and you were with your dad like the entire weekend, like watching fights.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I've been killing these batter strikeout parlays, and so now we can get to do these things together. So it'll be great.
Yep, looking forward to it. Before we get into any of the props that we have for the Monday card, a reminder that the Sports Gambling Podcast is back with the 32 NFL team previews. Also bringing back the phrase that pays. Each episode has one buzzword of a 32-word phrase. Submit the entire phrase for a chance to win a $1,000 circa future. Anyway, starting off with the first prop play for the Monday card. Adam, I'll let you go first. What's going to be your first prop for the show?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just looking at one type of thing. I just want to look at a velo on somebody. I mean, look, either way. Sorry, one sec. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so We got some pretty degenerate stuff on this card, but gonna go with starting off with JP Sears under 1.5 walks allowed. I got it at minus 122. I think it's minus 130. It's great. I love it. 2 players on Seattle, have walk rates above 6%. JP Crawford and Ben Williamson. They're also, and these guys are basically nobody on this team is walking. And these guys are sub 190 batting averages against lefties. It's pretty bad. Let me just take one more look at some of the other things on that lineup, because for me, it is like these teams stink. So why don't I play around with it? Hold on. There it is. SCA. Yeah. So basically there are 2 guys who have walk rates that I would say, oh, these guys walk. JP Crawford, Ben Williamson, but they're not hitting the ball. So I feel pretty good about it. And as we are looking at JP Sears, he has been excellent his last 3 games. He has a walk rate of 3.5. His last 3 at home, his walks a little bit higher, 6.2, but it's still fantastic and where we want it. And then as I look at how many walks he's given up, he didn't give up any to Texas, who does like to walk a lot. Didn't give up to any to Atlanta. Gave up a couple to Cleveland, but generally speaking, I think that this is pretty good. There's I like taking Seattle in this kind of situation. I like taking the under walks, as you've seen, and JP Sears fits all of my love for this one. So let's go with let's do it. Let's go with JP Sears under 1.5 walks allowed.
Yeah, he also doesn't go much distance typically. He's probably going to go 5 and change.
Yeah, and I was looking at, let me just look at this thing. Yeah, so the other thing, he's probably going to go 5 and change, but the other thing is that if you look at on the season against lefties only have a 33% hit rate on going over their walk line against Seattle. In the last, no one's done it. Scoopball did it in like a freaky thing on the 11th, but prior to that, it's just like Anderson didn't. You and I know Anderson walks the farm. Anderson didn't. Kikuchi didn't. Walter didn't. Scoopball did. Falter had 0 walks. That guy walks a lot of it. Noah Cameron had only had 1. Matthew Boyd had 2. Crochet had 0, and you and I both know he walks a lot of dudes. So this is a sneaky good one.
And what do you say the price was on that?
Minus 1. I got it at 122. It's around there. Let me just see if I can find another one of it, but it's like around minus 125, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm seeing minus 120. So.
All right, there you go. So that's going to be your first play. I can get behind that. The walks have been good to us, so I'll definitely keep riding. Moving on to my first prop. I'm going to go to the Yankees, taking on the Rays. I'm going to go with the new guy, who's been a veteran in the league, but new to the actual team. Give me Ryan McMahon. I'll take his over half a hit at minus 130. You're looking at him recording at least 1 hit in 8 of his last 9 games, so he has been on a bit of a heater recently. He's also been quite good since joining the Yankees. He's reached base 5 times in 8 plate appearances since joining the Yankees, so I like how he's seeing the ball right now, whether it involves him even swinging or not. I feel like the eye's been pretty good. He's walked a couple times, a couple of hits as well. Rasmussen is pitching for Tampa. Do I care? Not really, because they've been limiting his innings for the last month and a half, and now they might trade half the team. So I don't know how long Rasmussen goes in this outing. I think he's pretty good, but he might only face McMahon once. So I don't know if it actually matters that much. But he's been good, and you're looking at him having a hit of minus 130 when he's had a hit in 8 of the last 9. I'll go McMahon to record a hit of minus 130. Think the price should be a bit higher, honestly, but I do like how he's been performing, and I do think that since joining the Yankees, his eyes actually look pretty good at the plate. So he's kind of seeing things right now pretty well. Give McMahon to record a hit at minus 130. So,
I like the Yankees today, so I like this play.
Okay, there we go. Do you want to make your pitch on the Yankees?
Pitch on the Yankees is that Ras, I believe, is pitching.
Yeah,
first of all, you want to talk about a team that's spiraling. The Tampa Bay Rays are absolutely,
and they admitted that if they don't turn it around, they're trading half the team, like they always do. So.
Like they're that's like, you want to talk about spiraling. That's how you really spiral.
Well, it makes sense because the lineup was randomly hitting, and we're like, they don't have any players. Why are they hitting right now?
Well, they just like he's also I think anyway, his last 3 road starts. Says he has an ERA of 2, but his expected ERA is 4 for Rasmussen. He also doesn't go distance because he's on a pitch limit. There's a lot of reasons I like this. And I like the Yankees. I also think the Yankees right now are like a prime buy low team.
Well,
even without Judge. It's
I was
fine.
going to say, you could argue that there's still talent on the roster. I still don't really trust the pitching staff.
I still like this roster without Judge more than I liked previous year's rosters without Judge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably
Cody Bellinger's hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think that like there's something to be said about McMahon having change of scenery.
And he's been good so far.
Right.
So.
You know, like also everybody on the Yankees hit this weekend.
Yeah, the problem was the bullpen couldn't pitch.
Right.
But it wasn't an issue yesterday.
They scored 4 runs off of arguably the best pitcher in the NL. You know, and
arguably should have been 5 because somebody got thrown out at home plate. But yeah,
right. With like Real Muto made an incredible tag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, like I will buy. Like to me, it's a buy low. It's a buy low on a Yankees team. And as I'm looking at them right now, the last 30 on Handigrass, yeah, man, it's like all red. Yeah. Stanton's hitting the ball well. McMahon's hitting the ball well. Trent Grisham's hitting the ball well. Cody Bellinger is killing the ball right now.
Yeah, Bellinger's been great.
Bellinger's been great.
Couple months. So
yeah,
there you go.
Jazz stinks.
I'm not a Jazz guy at all.
I agree.
So I never have been. But anyway, point is moving on to your second prop for the Monday card. What's going to be your second prop?
Second prop for me. So Miz is pitching today. You know, I love to hate on him. Though I do like him today against the Cubs, who have not seen him before, because I like a lot of teams that haven't seen him yet. I'm going to take Dansby Swanson to strike out twice, plus 160. You can do that to win a unit. So I think it's like 70.7 units, whatever it is. I don't know. He's got they got a high whiff rate. Miz is excellent on the K stuff. I don't need to make the case of why I think Miz can rack up Ks. But Swanson has 2 Ks in 3 of his last 4 games. He struck out 3 times against the Chicago White Sox. Miz has a 33% K rate against right-handed batters in his last 30 plate appearances and a 43% K rate at home. And when I looked at Swanson versus this bullpen, guys who we might end up seeing, 42% whiff rate against Uribe. I think McGill's hurt, but 23% whiff rate against McGill, 28% whiff rate against Mears, 25% whiff rate against Ashby, 33% whiff rate against Koenig, who he definitely will see. He just has a ton of, he has 19 strikeouts against everybody here, 25% K rate and a 35% whiff rate. I'll take my chances. He hasn't been playing well. He's bottom of the order for a reason, but I think Miz probably gets this. But if not, I like Swanson to end up striking out twice during the game.
Okay, there you go. Dansby's had a pretty, I'd say, underrated season.
Underrated or underwhelming?
Well, I'll put it this way. I think I can't really say underwhelming because my stock was never really that invested in Dansby.
That's fair.
He's had some stretches, which I thought were better than expected.
His last 30 plate appearances against righties, he's batting 148. I almost took the no.
Oh no, he's back to like being underwhelming, but there was a
38% called strike whiff rate, 40% K rate. That's absurd.
I was gonna say he was having a decent run for singles like 2 months ago, but I think since then he's been terrible. So it's fine.
I was looking in case they bring in a lefty, because if he brings in Koenig, you'd see a lefty. He's hitting lefties better, but his K rate's still 33 and 40%. That's terrible. I'll take this. Plus 160. Just to give everybody an idea, Pete Crow Armstrong is even money for 2Ks in this game.
Yeah, I think that so far Dansby's season's been okay. I mean, you're mentioning underrated versus underwhelming. I think it was underrated earlier in the year, and then it turned full underwhelming because he has been he's been pretty bad lately when it comes to strikeouts and everything. I never thought he was a good hitter, so I'm not really surprised that he has these type of stretches every year. He's an elite fielder. It's why he gets paid a lot of money. He's really not a great hitter, and I don't know if he's really ever been a great hitter. Is that a fair statement?
Not really. That 1 year in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah, that was it.
He's doing a lot coasting off that one season in Atlanta because he got paid a ton of money. But either way, point is I can get behind this too, and Miz does strike out a ton of guys. So
yeah.
What do you say the price was on that again?
Plus 160.
Okay, there you go. Before we get into my second prop for the show, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Who's Bookie?
MyBookie.
So, they're available to bet on baseball, WNBA, tennis, golf, and of course, football futures. They're also available to locations. Use crypto for fast payouts and use a positive sign-up though for an account. Use code SGPN to get a special 100% deposit match up to 1K. Term conditions apply. MyBookie.ag promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm because they have power trends now, which are the best of the best for what the house model has to offer. And a reminder that they're updated every day. They're only available on Rhythm, and they're just overall great data-back picks. MLB power trends have a win rate of 63%. WNBA is 35-20 since launch. Download the app, check out power trends, start betting smarter. And a reminder, there's a 7-day free trial. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm to get your 7-day free trial.
Do we want to like stop the presses and do the non-ad read version of what we think about power trends?
If you want to, I can.
Dude, tell the people, dude. Like
we've been cooking
WNBA. Cooking. Like
I wish I had the exact tally for the weekend. I know you do.
I do.
It was outrageous.
Outrageous. Like it's just outrageous. That's the best way to just it's literally outrageous. And they're really good on they're just really good on prop stuff. Let me see. The WNBA, yeah. So WNBA over the course of the weekend, over the last week, it's up 12 units.
Up 12 units over a week, just by copy and pasting plays that they give you.
But which most of them are all like they all make sense. Like it's always like Chelsea Gray unders. Like she actually is not having a great year, so like that's fine.
There was one yesterday which was Nelson Adota under the rebounds, and she didn't start. And she proceeded to play, I think it was 8 minutes, and she fouled out and had zero stats in like 8 minutes, besides 6 fouls, and that cashed easily. So we had a couple 3-pointer plays too, which cashed easily.
The only one that didn't hit on the 3-pointer stuff, that was like Kelsey Mitchell had like a generational 3-point game.
Yeah, she had 35.
She had 30. Yeah, like she had 7 threes.
Yeah, so that was one. Other than that, though, it's a very, very great day for WNBA in the player props.
It was great.
Yep.
It was great. Cool. All right, let's do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Finished going through the first couple of props that we had for the show. Time to move on into my second prop for the card. I'm going to go back to a play that actually won last episode. Last episode, I went 1-1-1 for a grand total of 0.00 units. So it was definitely a very jam-packed episode for me. The one play that won, though, I'm going to run it back. But there is one caveat. He won, so I will pronounce his name correctly. I am going to go Josh Young over half a single at plus 100. He got it done for me with an infield single last episode. I'll go back to it. He's had at least one single in 8 of his last 9 games. He's had at least one single in once again, just a lot of the recent games. And Kachanowicz is back. Damn, that guy sucks. And Josh Young has owned him in his career. 3 for 6 with 3 singles. So give me plus 100 again. Good contact hitter. Kachanowicz. Damn, that guy's terrible. And the Rangers, the last time they faced him, scored 8 runs. So I do like the matchup for the Rangers. They've also been hot. That damn Hansel. So hot right now. But I'm going to go with...
I'm going to talk about it in my pod, but I can't quit this team, man.
I know, they've been really good. Then again, the Braves have absolutely just tanked the season entirely, but still a nice...
Why I like the Royals today. The Royals re-signed Lugo and acquired Greichuk.
They did.
The Royals aren't selling, I guess.
I know, the Royals, I guess, are going to try to go for it, but who knows?
Yeah,
but either way,
okay.
Point is, I like the Young singles, same exact price last episode. Kachanowicz, we'd agree, is really, really awful. And that's good enough for me. Give me Josh Young over half a single, plus 100.
Love it. We will take his DP.
Okay, there we go.
By the way, Tampa, not good on DPs anymore.
They gave it a hell of a run.
Hell of a run, but they're not good on DPs anymore.
Yeah, they got us through, like 3 months?
Yeah, guys, for half a season. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
They're the ones who've been tripping it up.
Thank you for your service.
Yep, thank you.
But, we've moved on to bigger and better things. So
I agree.
There we go. So I'm going to ask you, I see a question from Joe if I like Kachanowicz over on the hits. Sometimes as walk issues, I wonder how long the leash is going to be for Kachanowicz, because sometimes he dies immediately, and the Angels just go, all right, just get out of here. Like, it's a waste. He had one minor league start. He was good, but he got demoted for a reason. It wasn't because he was effective, I'll put it that way. So I'm not against it. The Rangers historically have owned him. He's allowed at least 3 earned in 4 straight against this team. So I expect the Rangers to tee off against him. Joe, to answer your question, I'm never going to stop you from taking a fade on Kachanowicz. I think he's a really bad pitcher. He's also been terrible at home. His ERA is like 6.6 at home. So, yeah, if you want to go for the over hits allowed, I'm fine with it. The Rangers are mashing, and Cachano, it stinks. As you know, I like to say, if he stinks,
He's
then
a
we're
bad
fine
player.
with
Bad
betting
player.
against him because he's a bad player. So, yeah, I don't mind it, Joe, for the over hits, but I'll go with the young single instead at even money. Anyway, what's going to be your last prop for the card?
My last prop for the card, I'm going with another strikeout prop. I'm gonna go with Ha-Seong Kim on the Dodgers. He's been awful lately. 2Ks plus it's like plus 215, which I think is a bonkers price. He's going against Chase Burns.
So one thing he does well so far this season, he strikes people out.
Yeah, 98. He's also he's good. He'll be fine. 98. He's getting 98, and Kim has the slowest bat speed on the team, so that's not a recipe for anything good. 50% K rate in his last 16 plate appearances, which is just I don't even know I don't know what to do about this. It's just
I like how you broke it down by percentage instead of just saying he's struck out 8 times in his last 16 plate appearances, but that works too. 50%.
Well, because he could have. Yeah, you're right.
You said plate appearances. You didn't say at bats. So,
yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Last 30 plate appearances, though, he has a 38% K rate against. That's against righties. That's against lefties. Let me do it against righties. He has. Oh, it's even better. Jesus. He has. All right. His last 30 plate appearances, righties, 40% K rate, 35% called strike whiff rate, and he's going against a guy who just throws gas and Ks people. This is the same cap as the Swanson one, but I think that we're just getting a great price because it's the Dodgers. I don't know. If you really want to look at like, okay, well, does he actually do this? I mean, he struck out 4 times on Saturday in Boston. Who pitched for the Red Sox on Saturday? Crochet. Okay. Yeah. So he struck out 4 times then. He struck out once yesterday. Struck out 2 times on he struck out 2 times on Friday. I mean, look, if he's in, it's live when it's a person who has good whiff stuff. So we're gonna go with it. He's obviously been losing playing time, but
that might be why it's that big of a price. Because in theory, he might get pinch hit 4 in the middle of the game.
Theory, yeah. I mean, his last
is that a first plate appearance K guy? I'm assuming it is.
Yeah, it is. But look, his last 10 games. Let me just see something. His last 10 road games, or his last 10 games against right-handed pitchers, he has gone over. He has 6 games where he has 2 or more strikeouts. In his last 5, he has 3. Like I think it's a great play.
Yeah, I think the main concern once again is if he ends up getting benched, but in reality,
he's a
great first plate appearance.
He's a great plate appearance. Yeah, it's like 4 or the 2. Like, look, also at plus 230 or whatever.
And Burns has been striking out a ton of guys. I think he has 10 plus strikeouts in back-to-back starts.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I mean, this is just like if you're gonna do this, just that's what he's got to do. So, yeah, man, we're gonna take this one. Yeah, we're gonna take this and hope for the best.
And you said it was plus 215.
Plus 230.
Plus 230.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for a pretty high plus money play. Not as high as yours, but it's a guy that's on the trade market. And some guys, when they are on the trade market, start to audition, try to put their best foot forward to actually get a team to be interested. Some other players roll over and die and just wait for them to get traded. That is what's happening to Ozuna. Ozuna from the Braves, for now, because he's not going to be there for much longer. He has been atrocious recently, and his no hits is plus 185. He's had 0 hits in 6 straight games. You're looking at him against lefties this season. He has been really bad. 88 plate appearances, a 229 batting average, and he's 1 for 7 lifetime against Dick Mountain. Rich Hill, who has barely pitched this season, he was okay in his first outing.
It's okay. He was. I mean, this is his first home start. It's part of the reason why I like the Royals.
It's fine. Point is, though, he's going to throw a bunch of off-speed junk at Ozuna, and I do think that's going to be a bit of a struggle for Ozuna. That's why he's 1 for 7 a lifetime against Hill. But once he was rumored to maybe going to the Padres, I know they were linked to him about a week or 2 ago, he's done nothing. Once again, 0 hits in 6 straight games, and it's plus 185. I just think it's a great price. The entire Braves offense, besides Michael Harris one game, no-showed the series against the Rangers, basically. They are in free fall. This team stinks. They know they stink, and they can't wait for the offseason. Ozuna's just counting the days that he's left in Atlanta, and it feels like
they've acquired Eric Feedy. This team is not serious.
It feels like, especially Ozuna's just counting down the last few days that he has with the franchise. I don't want to say he's mentally checked out with this team, but he has 0 hits in 6 straight.
I completely forgot he was still on the team because I haven't even heard his name mentioned.
Because we all thought he'd be traded at this point, and he's going to get traded, but still, plus 185. He's not even close right now. There's no motivation. There's really no incentive knowing all the main guys should be traded in the next few days. So give me Ozuna, no hits, a plus 185. So I'll take a swing on that one. There you go. Rich Hill. Let's go Dick Mountain for this one. Anyway, you have any miscellaneous props you want to share?
It's a rhythm. This one I think that you weren't gonna like. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm power trend that I really like. I like Davis Martin under 5.5 hits against the Phillies.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Joe's pointing out Ozuna doesn't have lines up on the underdog. I don't know. He may not play. You gave me the voids on Friday, so maybe you got it again.
I got my own void. I was 1-1-1.
Yeah, so I was 2-0-1 because of the void.
It's an undefeated episode.
I know.
Although if Ozuna doesn't play, whatever, I'll take it. But the point is, it's still 185.
Okay, so I like this Davis Martin under 5.5 hits allowed. I'm gonna make you take that. He's actually been better, and I think it's a very bad Philly spot, a good White Sox spot.
Tend to go like 5 innings, so that's fine. Just don't get killed.
Yeah. Let me just see it. Yeah, I think that there's crazy value on the White Sox. And then the rhythm power trend that I was going to take that I knew was going to freak you out. Guess what's the power trend today?
That is way too vague. There are 15 games on.
Guess it's a player that we talk about frequently, and we had 2 episodes ago.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Who immediately killed the play?
Oh no, I was gonna say it's Tiffany Hayes under.
No, it's Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease under 2.5 walks.
Okay, they bumped it up. Okay.
Yeah, they bumped it up. I think it's a buy. I think it's a sell high.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I think Cease walked 3 guys.
He walked the first 2 batters.
I was gonna say he walked the first 2, but then he walked 1 guy in the rest of the start.
Right. So I think we want to take this.
That's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a rhythm power trend that I think that we're both going to be on.
Do you know the price on that power trend?
Minus 130.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You get to fade the Mets off Sunday Night Baseball indirectly.
Yeah. Which it's weird because it's San Francisco to by the way, the Mets are have won 7 straight, but they haven't looked good.
They did what they had to do. Mauricio had 4 hits yesterday. I know Soto had the go-ahead homer.
One hit though came from.
I couldn't really tell if it was the Mets being good or if the Giants are god awful, and I think it's more B because that Giants team every year will tease the fans just to end up around 500.
They're terrible.
It's just what they do. So there you go. But anyway, by the way, speaking of terrible, shout out to Ramos in the field and base running.
Oh, he's
what
terrible.
A really bad series for Ramos.
He's just a bad baseball player.
The base running and the oh god, he's it's a good thing he can hit because it's the only thing he can do. He's really bad at everything else, but damn, he had a couple of really bad plays in that 3-game set against the Mets. But anyway, but Joe, we're talking about the under on Cease walks at 2.5. You have any other miscellaneous? Any DPs?
Oh, I haven't. I mean, do we have some time? I can pull up the DPs that I like.
It's fine.
Okay, let's do it. What time is it right now? Oh, it's on.
I got a WNBA show in 20 minutes. But
all right, that's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, so DPs. I think we're gonna want to go with. Let me just look. Okay, logging into the DraftKings right now. They're gonna shut this market down. By the way, they're gonna have to.
I still yearn for the team stolen bases. They've not been as good this year, but still, the fact that they just removed the market entirely just sucks.
I think we might want to take, depending on the price, I think we're going to probably want to take Toronto to turn 1.
Okay.
Let's see.
I forgot who's pitching for Toronto today. I
think it's Bassett.
Yeah, it is Bassett. That's right.
So yeah, it's Bassett. The total's high, but the Orioles have hit into 7 in the last 7 days. Let me see. So let's just do. We'll do one DP right now, and the rest of you guys can find us on some other things. Unless it's too pricey. Yeah, minus 105. We'll take that. Wait, why are the Orioles? Orioles are minus 165 to turn a double play. Who's pitching? Oh, it's Eflin. He stinks.
Yeah, but he's a massive contact guy, and there's guys on base all the time. So,
let's see. I just want to see because I had some notes from last night. Yeah, let's go with Toronto. We're gonna go to Toronto. We're gonna go with the Angels. Those are the DPs.
Okay, there we go.
And then like if you look at, I see some comments about like, oh, Bassett blows on the road. Like I don't need him to be good.
No, once again, the beauty of a DP is that you need guys to get on base.
Yeah. In fact, like
he can be terrible if you have guys on base who's maximizing.
Guys on base are perfectly fine with this, which is great. And like it's really this is much more of like the Orioles have hit into 7 in the last 7 days. In the last 15 days, they've hit into 9. So it's been picking up.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. And also just in terms of his last 3, his ground ball rate's 50%. We like that. These are really good. These are DP metrics that we want. So, and then one more thing I'll check is on the pitching side of this. Players.
Yeah, while you check that, a reminder that saying that Bassett's terrible. Eflin stinks and he's minus 160.
Eflin's awful. Bassett's second on the team in DPs.
Okay. So there you go.
Toronto.
Okay, so that is our DP option.
That's our daily DP, which I'm still working on getting AVN to sponsor this.
We're working on it. Somebody was asking if we can get actual adult actresses.
I think it was actors. I think they wanted.
It was actors and actresses. Well, yeah, but I mean, one of the guys is also a fireman and a doctor, and he's
lots of jobs.
He's very busy. He's very busy. So I don't think he'd be able to find the time in his schedule to be a presenter. But the other one's married, so I don't know if she'd be available either. But who knows? But point is that we'll see what we can do. Maybe if it's in the budget, or maybe when we go to Vegas, we can. When we go to Vegas,
we can start working it around. And guys, so yeah, but we want everybody sign up for Rhythm, and you can get power trends. No DPs in the power trends, but it's still awesome.
Yep. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for the props that we have for the show.
We can do best bets.
Yeah, I was about to do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was going to say that's going to wrap it up for all of our props. Time to move on into our best bets for the actual show. Before we get into the best bets, though, a reminder they're brought to you by our sponsor, Circa, because they're still hosting 3 of the biggest pro football contests for the upcoming NFL season. Because they have 3, you have 2 Survivor contests, and you also have 1 which is going to be ATS-based. But a reminder, you have Circa Millions, you have Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, which can result in a ton of prize money, $21 million in prize money. So once again, if you want to enter it before the season starts, you do have a couple of weeks to do so. You cannot call yourself a true degen unless you're competing in the Circa football contest. Coming up at SGPN, at Circa contest weekend, August 21st to 23rd, for an amazing weekend, including live shows and open bars. Plus, you get 15% off your stay at Circa with code SGP15. Contest open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use code SGP, $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Fans because they're doing Best Mania happening all summer long, giving away 15 million prizes, including 2 million first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football. You're also able to use Underdog for pick'em entries. We're going up to 500 times your entry. When you sign up, though, for your new account, use the code MLBSGPN to get a special pick and first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. On fantasy promo code MLBSGPN. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLB Gambling Podcast. We're just going through our props for the show. Time to move on into our best bets for the show. Adam, what do you like as your best bet for Monday?
Dansby, 2Ks.
Okay, that's plus money.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, for my best bet on the show, I'm going to do I want to go for Glory with Ozuna, or do I want to go for McMahon?
Ozuna's highly likely to not play.
I know. I think that's basically the gist. So I'm going to go with McMahon instead of minus 130. By the way, I said I liked another play, which I did not take. It was actually Jahmai Jones under half a single.
Oh, you hated that dude. That dude stinks.
You know how many plate appearances this entire season he has against righty pitchers?
8.
6. So you have Erod pitching, who's terrible, but he's only going to go about 4 or 5 innings.
Erod revenge spot, though.
It's revenge because they paid him a lot of money. I don't know if that really counts, but either way. Point is that I thought about taking him for no singles because he has hit a couple home runs, but the problem was it got moved to minus 140 when I gave it at a minus 125 last night. So Can't really take it now. Ian McMahon, though, who's been good as a Yankee, he looks good in pinstripes. The team stinks, but he looks good right now. Good enough for me. So I'll go with him. Rasmussen, we said before, is on an innings limit. The bullpen has not been good for Tampa, and they got swept by Cincinnati, I think, over the weekend.
I think so.
So it has not been good in Tampa land. Give me McMahon to record a hit at -130.
Yeah,
as
they got
my
swept. They're
yeah.
3-7 in their last 10.
There you go. So give McMahon to get a hit at -130. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for our props. Time to move on into the underdog entry. Adam, is there anything you want to actually take?
Oh yeah.
Is there any?
Man, I really was high. Like we had half a show left. So let me look. I'll put in a power. I'd love to do a power trend if you're into it. Let's see. What do they have? I like some of their pitching ones. This Davis Martin one's good. You want to do that? I like the White Sox today. So
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Davis Martin lower 5.5 hits allowed. I also took that straight. Do you have something that you liked?
I don't think they have the singles thing available for Jones, but I don't know if you want to do anything for the plays I gave out, or if you want to do something else.
We can do something on this. I mean, do you want to do Kim to not get a hit?
That's fine.
Okay.
Take the lower on basis for Kim.
Okay, and now we now have 2. We need one more.
Okay, I got to think of what's even available, really. Did you want to take some random pitcher lower on his fantasy score?
Like, who do I think gets killed?
That might be our new thing.
You said it to me on Friday. You were like, "This is a good idea. Why have we not?"
I like it because we keep saying this guy's not going to do well, but there are various ways the pitcher can struggle. And you could even get outs. If you just don't get strikeouts, you're still going to be leaving a bunch of points on the table.
Who do we think stinks? Let's see. Do we want it to be a road pitcher?
I mean, Blaylock is very, very low, I'm sure, anyway. So that's
he doesn't
really
walk anybody, though.
No, I know. Is that the option? You want to do cease walks?
Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
That's fine.
Is it? I don't know if it's on here. Yeah, it is.
I'm assuming it would be.
Okay. There's a problem adding your pick.
Boo.
What was the problem? Hang on, let's try it again. Cease. Lower. Nope, it works. Okay. Hyun Kim, no lower 0.5 total bases.
That's fine.
Davis Martin, lower 5.5 hits allowed. Dylan Cease, lower 2.5 walks allowed. 5.52 multiplier. I'm putting this in for us.
All right, there you go. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the show.
They keep telling me lightning promos. Like, I don't want a lightning promo.
They keep wanting you to deposit more money. That's what's happening.
We have money in there. We won.
Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't had a deposit in like a month.
That's how they get you.
On it. Yeah.
But either way, we're back for the prop show again on Wednesday. I will not be on the MLB show later on today, but check that out. Either way, I'll be on the WNBA show in about 12 minutes. So if you want to get some women's picks, check that out. Find me on Twitter, though, Rush Radio. Find him on Twitter at Rosenberg. And until next time, good luck to all of you and all of your bets. Bye, everyone.